there, this is Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. This is Woodland Stitching Studio. This is a channel primarily about cross stitch. I do some other kinds of crafts, and if you go back a few years, you'll see a lot of different kinds of crafts that I've done in the past. Excuse me, my voice is being weird today. Today I have some fun things for you. I have two fully finished items. I have my WIPGO projects, some new starts, some market haul, and my whips. So that's about it for this video. I also am using a different microphone, so I'm hoping this works okay. Please do me a favor and let me know in the comments down below what you think of the sound today. I've been told that sometimes it's very quiet, so I have an external microphone that I'm using. So we'll see how that goes. I may upload this video and decide I don't like it. We'll see. So I'm going to start with my FFOs. Last time I showed you this and the tin. So it really is fully finished, but I hadn't covered the tin yet. So I covered the tin with black paper. I tried a black print and I didn't like it with this on it. So this is my finished item. And there are magnets on the outside of the tin underneath this paper and magnets on the back of here. I prefer using two sets of magnets rather than magnets and washers. This is a year of celebrations. It is the first season. And this is a recipe tin from Hobby Lobby. When I was there the other day, I didn't see any. So I don't know what's going on with that. That whole aisle looked like maybe they were remodeling it or something. I'm not sure. And my second fully finished item is also a finish and a fully finish. And it's behind glass, so hopefully you can see it well. This is, oh, I was going to get it out, and I didn't. It's from the Just Cross Stitch magazine, the one previous to the one we just got, I think. And this was a stitch along with Carolyn Zook and I think Stitch and Mommy. I can't remember for sure. And it's called The Snuggle is Real, and here it is. Try not to get glare. Well, I can't get it with no glare, but this frame is just from Amazon. I thought this was really cute. It's stitched on Diminuendo. I want to say 28 count Lugana by Grace Notes Fabrics. It's a light green with some modeling in it. So those are my two fully finished items. I don't have any finishes. And then for WIPGO, the two that were called, I don't remember the numbers. One of them for me was E Pluribus Unum by Jan Hicks Creates. And this is where I am at with it. I worked on each of them for 3 days, and this one I'm working on the blue at the top and the stars. And that blue, it takes forever. So might not look like much for 3 days, but that was a lot of stitching for that 3 days. And my other WIPGO item was, I think I showed this to you last time. I don't think it was a new start. It's Midnight Watch by Blackbird Designs. I love that kitty on top of the house. And I've changed just the fabric, I think. I think I have all the called for threads. And I should have folded this beforehand. Oh, it goes like this. Okay. This is what I have. I'm working on the house. This fabric is 16 count. I think it's called Luna, but I don't know where it's from. A friend gave it to me. So I'm just working on the beginning of the house. And I'm sure this, so WIPGO, what I have, the way I have this listed is just Halloween. So when it was chosen, I could pull any Halloween that I wanted. And that's what I pulled out. And I have Halloween on there one more time, so it'll come out at least one more time this year. Now I have some new starts. Excuse me. I have voice issues, as you can tell. I'm pretty sure this is a brand new start. This one is because of Caroline at Evertotes. This is called Darling Starlings. She was working on it and they sold it as a kit with a beautiful pink fabric and flosses. The flosses are called Hussy and Legendary. So the Hussy, I didn't bring my board. That's annoying. Here, I'll do this. The Hussy is a purplish burgundy and Legendary is a white. And the Hussy has some variegation, the white doesn't really. And this is my tiny little start. I'm doing this on 18 count. This fabric came with the kit. And it's going to be small because this is an 8-inch Q-snap, so this is not very big. So that is Darling Starling. Thank you to Caroline at Evertotes. There was another thing she showed that I had to buy too, but I haven't started it yet. So, my next, sorry for that noise. My next new start, well, these aren't in order. I was going to do them in order, but this is, just lost something. Vineyard Fair by October House Fiber Arts. And I have a fun idea for finishing this. This fabric is 36 count linen. It's called Medusa's Gaze by Lappin Loops. And it goes this way. So this is it. This is my start. And fabric, I can't get fabric to show right. This is a purple modeling and it's beautiful. I picked this up at Market Days at my local needle workshop last weekend. And I've got a pretty good start on it. Can't wait to finish it. I have the pumpkin one, and I have the pattern for the strawberry one. I did stitch it and give it away in a smalls exchange. I might need to stitch it again, especially if this finish works that I want to do. Another thing I picked up at Market was Chubby Bee by Jeanette Douglas. I think he's adorable. I have ordered this backing board from Chantel's 141 company. I'm not using the called for colors. Everything I stitch that's bee related, I'm using this palette of colors. And let's see, this will work. Try to get my needle out of the way. I have a tiny little start on this bee. This will be a quick stitch. I'm working on 3 things. I started 3 new things from Market, so. And this fabric is what? I don't know. This is a 36 count linen. It's a pretty green. And I don't know where my card is that goes with this. But I will list it down below if I can figure out what it is. I know I have it in the drawer so I can find it. My next new start, my last new start, this is Bees in the Greenhouse by the Blue Flower. I picked this up partially because it's a fun bee pattern, but also because I want to finish things in different ways, and I really like that finish. And the back shows all the different panels. So there's 6 panels. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. My fabric is Atomic Ranch 40 count linen. It's called Winter Mint. And the white, I've only stitched white so far, so the white on this green is very difficult to see. I don't even know if you can see it. There's just a little bit here. So what I did was, you can see the white outlines. I started on one side and I'm almost done with one of the boxes. So hopefully by the next time you'll be able to see this because it really isn't showing, and I apologize for that. First time stitching on 40 count linen, and I have to use readers and my magnifier, but I am liking it. And so that's all of my new starts. That's 4 new starts since my last video. And then the whips that I have to share. I showed this one previously. This is Icelandic Horses Mill Hill Kit. And it's horses and purple, my favorite things. And I have had to, which end is up? It's hard to tell sometimes. I had to pull out a whole bunch and restitch. So when I showed this to you before, I had a whole bunch stitched over here of one of the horse's heads. And I had an issue right here, which is where I started. So I had to frog all of this. And then when I went back, I just kept on with this color. So this is the mane of the one horse. And I'm going to love this. But I've said this many times. I wish I could stitch on everything all at once. But I can't. So I've been stitching on those other new starts. Yeah, the 3 new starts that I got at Market have taken most of my time. Uh-oh, where did that go? I lost something. Here we go. And my last whip that I worked on was Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. I'm stitching her on 32 count dark sand. That was a special order from XG Designs. And I just ordered another piece of fabric from her. She's somewhere, I think, in the Netherlands. I'm not sure exactly where. I contacted her. I'm looking for a specific color and size count of fabric. She answered me really fast and had a special diet, and it shipped the same day I ordered it. So I'm impressed. Now I'm curious. I know when I bought this, it came really quick. So I'm curious to see how soon I'll receive that piece of fabric. So this is 32 count dark sand. I'm using all the called for colors. And this is how far I am on my Lady of the Flag. When you last saw this, see if I can hold this with one hand. When you last saw this, none of this was in the middle. So I did all that in the middle and then a lot of this down here. I think next I'm going to go this way. I'm not positive. She's on WIPGO 1. Well, let's see. She wasn't for WIPGO this time. I've decided when I can remember, I'm going to stitch on something patriotic on the 4th of every month. So I pulled her out to stitch on the 4th, and I actually stitched on her for 2 or 3 days before I put her away. So that is where I'm at with my Lady of the Flag. I feel like I made some good progress, and I am loving this. Which is interesting because it's not my colors at all, but I am loving it. So that is all of my whips, all my new starts, my 2 finishes. Now I will share with you some fun purchases. The first couple do not have anything to do with Market. This is, I recently joined the Fabric of the Month Club with Millennial Fabrics. Millennial Fabrics, yeah. She has a Facebook group, and this was my Fabric of the Month for February. And I have to find something special to stitch on this. I don't know how it's going to show on the video, but this is, yeah, it's way prettier in person. It's yellow and green. Maybe the back side or the other side. It's better. I don't know. Yeah, it's not gonna show very well on the video, but it's just scrumptious. You can kind of see there. I don't know what I'm going to put on it. It's a really bright fabric. It'll be hard to choose something, but I really want to stitch on this. And it's 16 count Aida is what I chose. And then she sells her leftovers from her previous Fabrics of the Month on her Facebook group. And I picked up this one. It's from November. It's 28 count Lugana, and it's called Elixir. Oh, this other one is called Honeydew Melon, and that is a very good name for it. This one's called Elixir, and when you see it, you'll know why I purchased it. It's purple. It's more purple. It looks like more pink in this video, but it is a beautiful purple color. This is an 1/8, and the other one is a 1/4 yard. So those were a couple of fabrics. And the Winter Mint that my Bees in the Garden is on was, I think, my February Fabric of the Month from Atomic Ranch. And then I'm late to the party, but Lindy Stitches is doing a club that's Endangered Species Club. And this was the first one, and it's probably time for a new one now, but I just received this. This was the first one. You receive the pattern and the fancy flosses. It also uses DMC and you don't get those. So this came with, it's called Amur, A-M-U-R. I don't know how to say it. So it has 4 fancy flosses. These are the colors. I can't, yeah, I think it's 2 of each. Yep, okay, well. Classic Colorworks Timber and Weeks Dye Works Chickpea. Those are the colors. So I'm curious to see the one that comes next, which should be coming any time. And then you also get, this time I got a sticker. I don't know if you get a sticker every time. Got a cute little sticker with leopards on it. Now the rest is stuff I picked up at Market, the 3 patterns that I've already started. And then these 2 patterns go together. This first one is from Plum Street Samplers, and it's called Stars. I like when designers partner together. So this one is called Stars. There it is down there. I love houses. I love patriotic. And then the other one is by Shakespeare's Peddler, and it's the first time I've bought any of theirs. I picked this one up first and then had to find the other one to go with it because it's a patriotic barn. It's called End Stripes. So these 2 go together. And it took me a while to figure this out. I'm like, is that a Cancer ribbon? What is that? No, that's an ampersand. So that's a separate pillow. That's the ampersand. I'm pretty sure I will not be stitching these on this fabric, the called for fabric. You know me. They'll probably be on a light blue. I like to stitch my patriotic ones on light blue. And then also from Plum Street Samplers, I picked up the Freedom Pin Roll. I thought this one was a lot of fun. My heat just kicked on, and with the new microphone you might be hearing it. So I'm anxious to get started with that one. I'm anxious to get started with all of these new ones. Can only stitch one thing at a time. And then from the Blue Flower, this isn't a very good picture because it's so small. But it's called In Praise of Pollinators, and I just love it. There's the title. It's a big picture, but it's in a small package. I had to have Spring Folk from Hands On Design. I'm going to want all these. I have ordered this board from Chantel, but I don't have it yet. And then Summer House Stitch Works. This is my first pattern from them. I love this, but I'll probably change the colors. I'll be wanting all 3 of these. This is the greatest of these, and this is number 1, Faith. It's beautiful the way it is, but I'll probably change the colors. And from Primrose Cottage, I had to get the 4th of July rules. That one will be fun to stitch. Those are all that were market releases, but then when I was shopping in the store, I found this. This is by Rosewood Manor. It's called Dreaming of Iris. Isn't this the most beautiful thing? It's got such pretty colors, and there's a biscornu there too. So I'll be starting this at some point. Maybe I'll do the biscornu first. I don't know. So that was it for the purchases. I think that's about it. Let's see. Oh, I was going to mention work-life balance. They talk a lot about work-life balance. Well, I work from home. And my craft desk is also my work desk. And I have a monitor that is, I don't know how big it is. It's huge. Instead of 2 smaller ones, I have one humongous monitor that sits on my desk. And when I want to craft, it's in the way. So right now it's over here. It's off over this way. Tilted, and my computer is tucked under something. We have a tiny house, so I don't have a perfect setup. But usually I craft the way it is, and it gives me like this much space, such a tiny little space. Today I moved it, so we'll see how that works. So for those of you who work from home, do you craft where you work, and how do you make all that work? Are you able to put your stuff away? I did get a wireless keyboard, which I put in a drawer. My mouse is wireless, so those get put in a drawer. But I just thought I would ask that question and see what you think. Today I have 2 giveaways for you. For giveaway rules, you need to be 18 so I can ask for your address. Leave a comment down below with the keyword. And there are 2. The first one is Little House Needleworks, the pet store, and the reason I'm giving this away is because I purchased it twice. Of course I did, because it's about animals. So the keyword for this one is pet. And the second one is Erica Michaels, the embroideress. I thought I was going to stitch this. I even started it and then decided not to. And it's very cool. I was stitching it in purple. I don't know why I decided not to, but I'm going to give that away. The keyword for that is Erica, because it's Erica Michaels, E-R-I-C-A. And then I have a question of the day. What is your favorite new release from the market releases? My favorite is one I wasn't able to get yet. And it's funny because I don't like chickens, but it is Satsuma Straight Chickens. I think it's just called chickens. By the time I got to my LNS for their market days, it was sold out, as well as Frosty Tiny Town. So I have Frosty Tiny Town on order. The chickens one I can't get yet. I want to do it because I love hers, because they're so colorful, but it's also a new way to finish. So we'll see. I'm waiting for that. Her website says it'll be out by the end of this month, and then I will get that and start stitching it. So, what is your favorite new release from market? And did you pre-order, or did you go to an LNS? I didn't do any pre-orders because I already knew our LNS, Acorns and Threads in Portland, Oregon. They did market days Friday and Saturday after market, and several of us from our Stitchy group went up together and made a day of it. We had shopping, we had lunch, and then we went back for more shopping because we shared. At lunch, we shared what we had purchased, and then we all had to go back and get more things that we hadn't seen. So that was fun. So that's all I have for today. And thank you so much for watching, and happy stitching.